played... Actually, I've only played the first one. Is the third one a bit of a letdown?
The third one is, you ever have sex with a girl that you've wanted to have sex with so long, and then you get there and it's trash?
Yes.
Yeah. Like, you're like, I already did it. I'm halfway through it. But I can't go back and brag that I did it.
I already spent my money, so I may as well see the way through.
Yeah, it's exactly that, and they don't even finish the story really, and they announced this year at E3, they're like, hey, DLC is coming, and I was like, that better be free, because I waited, I would say 15 years or so for that game, only for it to not be finished, because of Final Fantasy.
This is the JK Here's the Real Ending DLC.
Dude,
It took them long enough. I think it could have all been in the main game.
That's what was upsetting.
Of course, at this rate, I've always been a proponent of the DLC that adds substantial stuff and that they didn't just make before the game released and cut out of it so they could sell it to you for more. Is fine
that's
and
that's
good.
definitely what they're gonna do.
But in this world of microtransactions and battle passes, I feel like even slightly scummy DLC is looking good by comparison.
What I want them to do is make the DLC free, because I feel like I deserve that. But can't have everything you want. Just like if I wake up tomorrow and I find out that Pokemon's doing DLC that I have to pay for.
If it puts all the other Pokemon in the game, I might.
Oh, you'll pay for that. You'll pay for that. You're going to pay for that.
I would consider not doing it out of protest, but I feel like enough people would anyway that I may as well.
Yeah, because
I want my Pokemon.
Because you're going to do it, and then when you do it, they're going to be like, oh, that dude did it. Like an idiot. Let's start actually charging them for that.
It's a vicious cycle.
Come get this $23 pack.
The thing that I'm hoping will become more apparent later is that there's some kind of like technical upgrade in exchange for not having all like nearly 1,000 Pokemon programmed in, because if they have like more dynamic battle animations and they just come more alive and they don't just go like and then stand there every time they do an attack animation, maybe it'd be worth it. I could believe like they wanted to improve the quality and maybe change up the meta because they're getting rid of Megas and Z moves. Ooh, you almost thought you could dodge it.
You know what? I'm okay with all of what just happened.
Oh.
That's... You know what? Let's see what came out of that one. All of trash. You know what? We're going to keep doing this until I get something good. Yeah! Fuck us rolled up, Victini!
I like the concept of Echo Fighters, but I wish they were a little bit different. Like, I like how Chrom gets a mixture of Ike and Roy's abilities, but then the others, like Dark Samus and Daisy, are just copy-paste of the original character. Ken? Well, Ken's kind of more different, too, because his Final Smash is different.
Ken is a copy character.
And I think
let's get that out of the way right now.
I don't know how much of it is just animation, or if, like, his stats are different, too, but he's got, like, more kicks than punches. And I think
he does do more kicks. And I think his little... whatever he calls that little move hits slightly less.
But if it was just a way for them to include characters like Dark Samus and Daisy and not make them costume changes, then I'm fine with that. Because if they were costume changes for the original character, they could have different voiceovers, but they do the exact same animations, and the personality wouldn't be there.
Dude, have you seen the animations for the new trailer that they dropped for Sword and Shield?
Which one? Did they release it recently?
Yep,
they released.
Yep, they released one about 2 weeks ago. And go figure, it's the exact same animations from the previous games. Exactly.
That's the other thing that worries me, is that I have to find the original source, but I was reminded in a YouTube comment that they apparently bragged in X or Y or Sun and Moon that they 3D modeled every Pokemon that exists to future-proof the series, so they wouldn't have to do as much work later. So, like, what happened to that?
This is them not doing that much work.
I would totally wait another year for Sword and Shield if it'd be fully featured, but instead I hear they're trying to focus on the merchandising and the anime, whereas I feel like that stuff should revolve around the games. But then you have weird Pokemon fans who don't play the game but only watch the anime.
Those people are creepy.
I'm glad people can enjoy Pokemon in whatever form they like, but
I mean,
Really, how'd you get there without playing the video games?
say that on camera for the camera, but we all know deep down you do not feel that way.
I just kill myself.
Because I don't feel that way.
I just don't understand. I started watching the anime because when I was 7 years old, my brother got Red and Blue, and he let me play his copy of Red so we could play together. And I started watching the anime because it was like the game. And then I'd play Pokemon with my friends on the playground, and it'd be a weird mixture of the two. But like I only cared because the games were so cool. And I was constantly criticizing, like, that can't happen. Pikachu can't shock an Onix, it's a ground type. That would never work.
Them then in that water.
I guess it just shows how OP Ash's Pikachu really is.
Yeah, I learned the reason why is probably just because it has like a very high level and they just never like level reset it. But then it ends up getting like dropped by a stage 1 evolution that it shouldn't. And I just kind of let that go because anime logic doesn't make any sense. Like, how can Pokemon tears bring you back to life? But, you know, that happened and we all let it happen.
Yo! Get it!
Oh, so is this what we're doing on life?
Time to tip the scales.
That's what you're going to tip the scales with right there, buddy.
Oh.
Oh, don't act like I didn't have another one.
That's another thing I bet isn't going to be in the game, but I wish was, is I really loved the Alolan forms. They were the coolest like way to innovate without making new Pokemon.
I love Alolan Muck. That one. The other ones can go away.
But
They're
if they
not
don't,
worthy.
I thought that would be a great staple, much like all the other features they abandoned after one generation, to put into every future iteration of Pokemon as regional forms. Ah, you got me. Kyogre's banned. This isn't Uber. You're cheating.
Oh, good. Yeah, I got Tom.
But yeah, I was really hoping we'd see Galar region forms of other older Pokemon after Gen 1.
You know what? When the games first got announced and people were like, oh, there's going to be armored forms, I was praying. I was like, I swear to God, if they bring back the armored Mewtwo from the anime,
God, yeah.
and then they announced in Pokemon Go, they're like, armored Mewtwo's coming. I was like, he is, but it's not the exact same one, which is depressing.
I wish armored Mewtwo was a skin in this game. Like, it is in Project M. Like, modders did it 10 years ago. You think Sakurai would have caught on?
You know, I don't think they care.
I don't get what Sakurai's deal is with alternate costumes. He's so hesitant to add them.
I don't get what half of their company is doing, but they do it.
Like, they finally gave us this cute Mario costumes. We're like, why can't Toon Link wear his conductor outfit?
Is there a cute Mario costume? Oh, there is! Oh my God, look at that!
He's got the wedding.
I don't like that. He looks like the Monopoly dude.
And I wish
only inverted.
Since we got Wedding Mario, I wish we got Wedding Peach and Bowser. That would have been cool.
They're already in dresses.
You can, like, put Peach in a white dress, but she doesn't have, like, the veil or the crown.
Peach can't wear white. She's had sex before. That's for another time.
That's what the black dress is for.
I'm clearly certain that she's had sex with Bowser, because didn't they have a kid?
Well, he did confess to Junior at the end of Sunshine that he's not really his mama like he thought.
You know what? I haven't played with Ridley today. Let's see if I can get a cheap win with Ridley.
And that'll be the classic, the Purple Slamus.
Oh, is this my life right now? Is
I'm fully equipped with the gravity suit. You can't drown me. I move at equal speed in and out of liquids.
You know what I want to do now? Now that like we have an upper hand on nearly everybody in the world.
Yeah.
We should totally invite people onto the show and play them like this. They're gonna suck.
Can we upgrade to GameCube controllers?
Oh, bro, we can. They're $20 at Walmart. I don't even know why we haven't invested in that.
I actually have an adapter and 4 controllers myself. I just didn't know it would be in my interest to bring them today.
Yeah, well, apparently they're like secrets around here. At least there's not strippers yet.
Smash is a game that, like, I've been playing since the first one came out, and I've never been super good. I don't always beat my friends, but I play more than most of them.
You're doing super well right now.
Oh, thank you. But, like,
I mean, considering the
I couldn't play at a tournament. I'm like this Hard Times article I saw recently. Have you seen the Hard Times before?
I have not.
Oh, they're kind of like The Onion, but they focus on fake stories about gaming and tech. And the headline was, man Man tragically too good to play Smash Bros. With friends, but not good enough to play competitively. And that's definitely me, because I've tried playing people online, and I lose about 90% of the time. I've met people who are like competitive players, and they can just run circles around me. But playing in person, it's not quite so bad. It must be a latency thing, or maybe just being next to your opponent makes it a little more
intimate.
Yeah, you can get into it, and your opponent might get flustered, and that could work to your advantage.
You know what I did find out though? That the Onion actually does little pieces on gaming, but it's mostly just to lie and say that a new console is coming out that has no name, or actually is coming out. They're just like lying. This is not working out in your advantage.
Come hit this Pukamuku.
I'm not. I know exactly what that does.
Ah, should hit that ball.
No! Oh yeah, and fun fact about the Onion. Did you know that flat earthers use that as a source of information?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm not joking. They actually believe everything that's on the Onion. And I was like, you know that's the Onion, right? They're like, yeah, but...
It's coded so that big science won't stop them.
They just want you to know that that's the truth. And I was like, it's the Onion. I was like, don't try to make it something that's not, because it's not that.
H Bomber guy had a really good video on YouTube recently.
Yeah!
Oh, have you heard of him?
Yeah.
He did that measured response to flat Earth theory.
Did you see their little Netflix documentary that was horrible on their end?
No, but
I
gotta see it now.
It was delightful. They brought on this dude, Nathan Thompson, and he tried to, prove flat Earth. He starts doing all these experiments that don't quite work out for him. And he does one. He's like, this one always proves that the Earth is flat. And he does it, and it proves everything that the globe model ever said. And he's like, you guys skewed the results. I was like, bro, you did it. I was like, you did it right in front of the camera. Now you look like an idiot.
I wish I could say I don't know why people can't just accept things that are real. But I know the psychological root of it deep down is that people just want to feel they know something other people don't, that they understand some profound truth, or that they just don't trust the government and want to assume they're lying about something. So why not the fact that the Earth is round?
Yeah, I don't ever really understand that though, because it confuses me. Because if you're gonna lie about the shape of the Earth,
who stands to gain from it?
They told me that they're like it's a power thing. The reason why is because they gain power from it. I was like,
there's so many ways that they actually hold power over the common populace, like the prison industrial system, or prohibition laws, or the ever-increasing wage disparity. Why do they need to convince people the world is a different shape than it is?
We could totally talk about that, but I was told, let's not get political here.
All right.
I was told that, but,
But we can dunk on flat earthers.
Who's gonna stop us?
They elected for that.
Who's gonna stop us? It's production. They're not gonna really tell us, hey, you guys can't do it. They're not gonna cut the cams on us right now. We could have a naked girl in here doing cocaine, and they kind of wouldn't. The worst thing that would possibly happen is that naked girl would get cut out. That was 2 out of 3. That was 2 out of 3. That just happened. Did we bring somebody else in and just whoop their ass as a team? Oh, we could whoop their ass as a team.
We could, if they have a controller.
Oh, I now know what we're doing on the next episode.
Yes.
Because you have a Switch.
I do.
I have a Switch.
I've got GameCube controllers. I got a Pro controller.
And we just go get 2 other dudes, probably some guy who likes wearing dresses and has a nice beard. And we bring him onto the show, and we just whoop his ass.
I don't know where we'll find such a degenerate.
Oh, it's
but
probably
I will be happy in exerting
somewhere in
superiority
between Chattanooga and Red Bank. sounds like one of those type of people. He might even do a couple of personal favors on camera for us. Nothing Howard Stern like, I would assume. But we did trash a lot of flat earthers on it. God, they're gonna flag the shit out of this. Just they're
Right.
talking about us, and I'm gonna be like, you're flat earthers. You're not real people.